Go mode, you know, bottom line sports show, Master Plan FLO, Canteen, and I take Jake Fo show. One professor knows when alley-oop jamming, 10 toes never fold out to win, the boys were better ran.
I need my hands.
Let's go, street pro, bottom line, FLO, Canteen, hot take, Jake, and sports professor, you know, Street professor back again, it's game time. A la playa, no playtime, it's play guy. Cause we ain't talking about practice like AI. Sports professor spit the best takes out like AI. Artfully intelligent, I can't write mine. Rhyme citing his girl's DMs like Messi after the goal time. That was a triple entendre, did you catch me rambling? Flipping Simone Biles, we the bottom line champion.
I need my hands.
Let's go, street pro, bottom line, FLO, Canteen, hot take, Jake, and sports professor, you know, Yo, street professor, I'm back, baby, like I never left. Bottom line, FLO, Canteen, hot take, Jake, and Street! Stop. Yes, sir.
What's up, bro? What's happening, man?
The Bottom Line Sports is back after a week off hiatus. Yes,
sir.
You see your boys. Canteen, you see me. The sports professor.
Jake's back there, too.
We got Hot Take Jake back here. We see, there he is. I thought he was going to add himself, but there he is. There's the boy.
He's in all dark, man.
In the all dark again for some reason. Not sure still why we don't have lights
I gotta
on.
keep my vibe. Come on, man.
The fans can't even see you. So what kind of vibe you got? I don't understand. Anyways.
It's a scary vibe.
Welcome, everybody. You know who it is. Hot Take Jake, the sports professor, and Canteen. We are here with you another week on The Bottom Line Sports. You do not see FLO. He is out. Our fearless leader is out doing some military exercises and training and things of that nature that need to be done to save the world and save the country we live in. So we thank him for that and thank all of our military personnel out there and all our soldiers. We thank you for your service. That being said, make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button at The Bottom Line Sports. The Bottom Line Sports on all your platforms. Also subscribe to Ball and Buds. I throw up the podcast on Ball and Buds as well every week. Let me get some Canteen background music on here real quick, and we will get it kicked off. How we doing today, boys?
Been a long, hot day. Long day, boy.
It's pod day. Let's go. We podding today.
Hey, we're doing it. All right. Well, let's get right into it. First things first, today was the MLB trade deadline. So, at first, I will tell you it was kind of meh all week long, right? No one had really made too many moves. The biggest move before yesterday was the Astros trading two of their three strong prospects, really, for Yuzhishi Kikuchi from the Blue Jays, who's a good pitcher, but he has a 4.50 ERA this year. So you don't know how much better it's going to make the Astros. But they traded three of their good prospects, so that could hurt them to come to pass. We'll see. But then today, things did kick up a little bit of a notch. Jack Flaherty did get traded as we thought he was. He was one of the better pitchers we were looking out for. He has a 2.8 ERA on the season. My Mets made a few moves, picking up a few relievers, which is really what we needed to do, was fortify that bullpen. Surprisingly, the Yankees, they made a few smaller maneuvers, but they didn't make any real big maneuvers aside from trading for Jazz Chisholm, which people will say is a huge maneuver, but he's having a down year. He's having one of his worst offensive years ever. So they're going to move him to third base and try him out there. Those were the biggest trades of the trade deadline. Jake, what do you think about your Yankees trading for Jazz Chisholm? And do you have any other thoughts? And then Canteen will come to you.
Here's my thing. It's now or never. And the injury bug has been getting us recently. Let me tell you something. This is not good. We better step up while we can. We were first place for about 3 months of the season. And the fact that we're struggling this bad, it's hurting us. We're in the toughest division out of all of them. And I can't tell you how worried I am. Let me tell you something. Aaron Judge is doing his thing. I saw him hit 2 home runs the other day. He's coming back stronger than ever. We need the dynamic 3. We need them. Soto, Cole, Judge, it's your time. We're already nearing August. It's already time. It's go time. Remember, Omar's always said it. The hottest team wins the chip. You got to get hot now. It's now or never.
Right.
As far as this trade, I think, like you said, it's as small as mini-me. It's as small as a minion to me. Didn't do anything big for us. So now more than ever, you better step up, Yankees. It's now or never. I'm pissed.
I mean, I don't blame you. I hate your Yankees, the damn Yankees. But yeah, they should have made more maneuver than that. Yes, they needed help shoring up the left side of their infield because of the fact that they had Rizzo hurt and another Rizzo and the other guy, I forget his name right now. But so they needed someone, and they traded for a center fielder to try to turn him into a third baseman. So we'll see how that goes. But you're right, the big dogs need to step up now because the Yankees have fallen behind the Orioles. They are a half game behind the Orioles.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? And tell us about your other thoughts on the standings.
I mean, so right now when we look at the American League East, the Orioles are top, but like I said, Yankees are half a game behind. Red Sox look pretty good, but I don't think the Blue Jays, they're at 13 games, and then you also have the Tampa Bay, the Rays, man, they're at 8.5. The Guardians look really, really promising, but here's what I think. I think that the Minnesota Twins may make a run. They may make a run, maybe a wild card team. And also the Astros and the Mariners, I think they're kind of tied. I think they're tied right now for first place in the West. And Flo's Rangers are at 3.5 games behind for the American League West. But when we look over at the National League,
really quick, just to caveat on that before you go to the National League.
Yeah.
The Mariners traded, and I didn't mention this in my big trades earlier because he is also having a down year. But they traded for Marcell Ozuna. And so that should, hopefully, with the change of scenery, his bat will be able to step up. Your Braves traded for Jorge Soler and brought him back to shore up the outfield. So the Mariners actually getting some hitting there that they needed, possibly to challenge the Astros. So continue on with your thoughts on the National League.
National League right now, the Phillies are 65-41. They're top of the National League East. The Braves are like 8.5 games behind. So I think they may make a run, but then the Mets are like slightly behind them at 56-50. The Brewers are doing their thing at 61-45. The Cardinals and Pirates are tied up. They're both 7 games behind in that division. The Reds are 10 games behind, and the Cubs are at 11 games behind. And the Dodgers National League West, they're at 63-44. They look really, really good. Padres are 6.5 games behind. And the Diamondbacks, 7 games behind. Rockies can try again next year. 25 games behind. Yeah, they got no chance. They look really, really bad, man. As we said, like a week or two before when we met last time, man, once they had the All-Star break, man, I mean, it's kind of like balls to the wall at this point in the season, man, because you got to think, I mean, football season tips off with preseason Thursday, and then August is going to fly by. Before you know it, we'll be midway through September, and then you'll be separating the men from the boys when it comes down to baseball at the beginning of October, man, and the brink of fall.
Yeah, no, you got it right. The Phillies are still looking like the hottest team in the league right now. So at least half of Jake's prediction is still on track, but my Mets are right there. So we are. I said the Phillies are the hottest team. The Phillies are the best team. The hottest team in the league are the Mets still. With 7-3 in our last 10. That's with going 16 and 20 last month.
Didn't reach no more.
Hey, we're going for it, baby. Let's go. We didn't make any huge trades, so it's okay. I figured we'd just shore up the bullpen. But the Dodgers, you mentioned the Dodgers. As I mentioned earlier, they traded for Flaherty, Jack Flaherty. And that's going to shore up their rotation. Remember, the Dodgers had injuries all over their rotation. Yamamoto, Kershaw. Now, Kershaw is on his way back. Every single person in their rotation got injured at some point. Walker Buehler along the way. All got injured. So they needed this pickup. The Padres kept Blake Snell, didn't trade him away. So they're trying to keep it going as well. So we will see what happens with the rest of the baseball season. I know I'm super excited for the second half to see what happens with my Mets. But right now, again, it's looking like the Phillies, Dodgers, Yankees, and Orioles are still your top
teams,
the major leagues. Jake, any other thoughts on any of that?
Look, if there's one team I'm afraid of, it's the Phillies. And what worries me more than ever is I hope. See, the thing is I think the toughest team, you didn't even say them, the Guardians in the AL is looking more dangerous.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. Speak.
So I think it's now more than ever. So, yeah, that's why I'm saying I worry about the Phillies, but I need us to get past the Guardians first.
Yeah.
If we don't, smooth selling. And let me tell you something. We haven't won since 2009. We are deserving of it.
You know what's funny is what I just did there. I overlooked the Guardians like people do every single year. Like they consistently are a fringe or a playoff contender every year, but yet we just overlooked them because they're the Guardians or they were formerly the Indians or whatever. We always,
never take it serious.
Right. But man, you're right. They got the best record in the league, so we can't overlook them now. They've been doing it all year. So you're right. They are actually the best, up there in the best record with the Phillies stuff. Awesome. All right. Well, let's move into a little bit of, it's not going to be a mixed bag by the professor. It's going to be a mixed bag by all of us, but I do want to touch on a few other sports going on right now, specifically our Olympic team that is out there. Few shout outs. First of all, to the women's gymnastics team.
Yeah, they did their thing today.
Taking home the team gold. They killed the rest of the other teams didn't really have a chance. They were fighting for second, so that was awesome to see. Also, though, check out the men's gymnastic team. Not won a medal since 2008. They won the bronze. They have a closer by the name. I don't want to pronounce his last name wrong, so I'm not even going to try. But he's on the pommel horse, Spencer, and that's all it's all they brought him to the Olympics for was for the pommel horse. He sat there for 2 hours while the rest of his team did their thing. He came in, nailed the pommel horse to bring home the medal. It was so clutch. So it's been pretty awesome to see these USA Olympic athletes doing their thing. Do y'all have any thoughts on the Olympics?
Nah, man, I hadn't really tracked it like that, man. I've been trying to keep up with the basketball, the different things like that. I know I've seen like the basketball teams doing their different events and things like that, but not really watching any of the events. I caught a snippet of Simone Biles doing her thing with the gymnastics piece today, and I'll probably catch a little bit of track some of the other events. But then I was looking at the medal count right now. Japan is doing their thing, man. They got the most gold medals at this point. Yeah, they're top of everything. Then China, then Australia, then France, and then U.S. We've gotten 4 gold medals so far. But other than that, man,
we have total medal lead, don't we? Though we lead.
Yeah, we got 26. We got the most. Yeah.
Okay, but Japan has the most gold medals, is what you're saying.
They got the most gold medals. Yeah.
Got it. Jake, any thoughts on that?
Well, I'm proud of Simone. Boy, does she keep just showing us why she is the greatest gymnastics woman I've ever seen.
You ain't
She's
lying.
done well.
Boy, does she look great. As for basketball, USA basketball, let me tell you something. Boy, have we been playing sloppy. Joker was practically keeping up with us. I know we ended up winning by a lot more, but it was because Joker practically had to go to the bench. That's why we took a lead. So if we want to win the gold, somebody else needs to step up other than LeBron. I'm sorry. This guy's 80 years old doing this and kicking ass still. It's embarrassing that all these other guys can't step up for him. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. My boy LeBron's doing his thing.
Dude, you are not wrong about that at all, man. LeBron is coming in clutch right now for the USA team, and they don't know where they would be without him. So, I'm a LeBron hater, but he's carrying them right now. There's nothing else you could say. While we're there, because obviously it's going to be a couple weeks before those finals with the basketball comes along with the men and the women. We know right now they're both the favorites. What are your thoughts on the controversy of Jason Tatum not getting in the first game?
You want to go first, Canteen, or me?
You go ahead, man.
I think this proves to me that he ain't that special.
I know. Don't say anything dumb. Please don't say
sorry. Omar,
don't say anything dumb.
Omar, think about this, man. This guy just won a chip, and he's sitting bench. And Steve Kerr forgets about him, man. You're up 30. You couldn't find no time for him.
Up
It's what
30,
I've seen with this guy. He really is not that it factor. You know? What really goes down? I mean, I'll be honest with you. The best player on that team got kind of snubbed out, in my opinion. I think Brown should have been there before him.
I mean, that an argument can be made for that.
It's
That
a
is-
slap in the face. I'm sorry, Tatum. And Tatum's that guy that wants to try and show us that he's the best in the world because he won a ring. You got to prove it, bro. I'm sorry. You haven't done crap to me. You were Manu Ginobili when the Spurs won, in my opinion.
Hey, Manu Ginobili is a Hall of Famer. What are we talking about?
Well, I mean, there was always two main
I don't
guys,
understand
Tony
that.
Parker and Tim Duncan. Then Manu Ginobili was the third option usually.
What?
You know? I'm just calling a spade, guys. Yeah, Jason Tatum, he just, you know what's crazy? Whenever you put him around the superstars, you know what he shows me? He's just average. Just average. Really
I'm definitely no selling that comment. He's not average. You know it. We all know it. You're trying to be a hater, and that's okay. That's okay. I do agree with you on one thing. It is weird that even up 30, Steve Kerr would try to use the excuse of, we're trying to win the game, and I'm trying to play the right players. You know, you're up. You're up so much it doesn't even matter. Fool, put it.
Don't matter.
2 minutes
To me, it's inexcusable. Inexcusable. He should have allowed that guy to play. He should have spread the love and let everybody play, man. I mean, for crying out loud, your Team USA. I mean, I don't foresee anybody deterring them from getting a gold medal. Anybody. I mean, but for Jake to say what he said, Jake, you're being unreasonable, man. Jake, you're being unreasonable. Tatum is that guy.
Tatum is that guy.
He is that guy, man.
That's a reach.
Sure. And he is now a champion, just like your boy, Omar, the professor.
No,
right.
shut up, Omar.
Call me champion, fool. Anyways, all right. So let's keep it moving. Any other Olympic stories y'all want to talk about?
Nah.
Those are the main ones. I'm ready to see the USA. You said that comes out in 2 weeks now? We got to wait 2 weeks on that?
I think the basketball finals it's definitely not in the next in this week, so it's going to be at least a week. The Olympics have 2 more weeks to them. Basketball, usually those kind of finals are near the end because they have all the round robin play and everything they got to do.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'm ready for that. Close it out, USA. See what happens.
Well, let's keep it moving on to the next subject, which will be NFL football, since we know Canteen likes to talk so much about NFL training camp.
That's right time now. Come on.
My friend, I guess, we are only what is the Hall of Fame game?
Hall of Fame games on
Tomorrow.
Thursday. You got the Houston Texans taking on Chicago. The Chicago Bears. Man. So I'm actually anxious to see that game. Man, I really wanted to highlight the most important thing that stood out to me this week in the NFL piece anyway, which is the 2024 the Hall of Fame class, man. And I mean, you had some great guys that came out of this class. You had Dwight Freeney, defensive end that played with the Indianapolis Colts, played with San Diego Chargers. He played with Arizona, played with the Falcons, Detroit. And he ended up the last part of his career, he ended up playing for the Seattle Seahawks. Randy, I don't know if you know Randy Gradishar. He's one of your guys. Randy Gradishar is one of your guys, Jake. You should know this guy. He was a linebacker from 74 to 83. Steve Atwater, they did his presentation to tell him about his.
That's a guy I really know. That boy used to hit.
Yeah. He was one of the guys that played for the Orange Crush, as they label him, back with your team, Denver. Man, the one that stood out to me the most, man, was Devin Hester, man. Hester played for the Bears, played for the Falcons, Baltimore. He ended his career with the Seahawks, man. But this dude has over 19 career regular season touchdown returns, and he has 14 punt return scores and 5 kick return scores. And I think he returned the opening kickoff in the Super Bowl, man, which was phenomenal. So Hester got inducted with this class.
He deserves it. Great kick returner of all time.
Andre Johnson, a kid from Miami, played in Miami, man, played with Houston. He was prominently known in Houston, but then he ended up going to Indianapolis, and then he went to Tennessee. Great receiver, phenomenal receiver. He never got a Super Bowl, though. And
Andre Johnson?
Yeah.
I always remember him for that Cortland Finnegan fight. You remember that one?
Yep.
Titans.
And then
we
we had another guy by the Julius Peppers. You know, Peppers played with Carolina, Chicago, dealt with Green Bay. And then we had the other guy, Patrick Willis, played with all of. He played only he only had like a 8-year career, but he played.
He deserved it. This is what I mean by you when you deserve it. Barry Sanders type players. That's a Barry Sanders type player to me. That's a guy that works his butt off. But let me turn it around on you, Canteen. See, I want to make you hurt a little.
Go ahead, man.
I want to ask this question.
Okay, go ahead.
What's going on with CeeDee Lamb and this contract negotiation?
Hey, man, here's my whole forte on that. I know Flo sucking on lemons or sucking on the egg somewhere out there in the exercise, serving our great country, but I totally disagree with Flo, man. I think Dallas is making a mistake. We're holding on to Dak Prescott, and he's not going to get another long-term deal. Like I can be honest with you. I think Dak Prescott is going to play his final year with us, probably end up in a place like not Oakland, but Las Vegas Raiders will be a great fit for him because you got to look at all the other major.
Hey, we will take him. Bring Dak.
I mean, he'd be a great fit there, but everybody else has a good quarterback. I mean, I don't know why Jerry Jones does this to the organization, man, but you got a guy like CeeDee Lamb. He wants to get paid like Justin Jefferson. These guys now want the big dollars in the game of football, man. I mean, if you look at Tua, they didn't even give Tua an option. I think Tua signed a new deal. Deal. Jordan Love signed a new deal, but I think
Jordan Love, I agree with.
Yeah, Jordan Love's good, but I think that Miami is gonna bite the dust on this one, man. I think so too. I couldn't see myself giving.
Couldn't do it.
A guy like Tua, because I don't even think Tua got no playoff wins, no playoff experience. He got playoff experience, but no playoff.
He's not special.
No. So
they're a dime a dozen now in college. Hold on. I saw Dak this past weekend have the saddest face ever. Kind of accepting that this could be his last year. Poor guy, crying like a little bum. Let me get this straight, though. If you do not make the NFC Championship game, Canteen, because I think that's NFC Championship or bust, is not only – you see, I was a year behind, but I think I'm now caught on track. I said last year Dak would be fired from his duties, and so would Mike McCarthy. Do you agree with me that after this season, if y'all are not in the NFC Championship game, that both will be relieved of their duties by the end of this season?
Man, as I told you, I'm gonna make a projection right now. I'm gonna give you the first 5 games of the Dallas Cowboys season. I'm just gonna be open and honest with you right now. We open up against the Browns. I don't think we're gonna beat the Browns in Cleveland at Dog Pound. I don't think we're gonna beat the Browns week 1. We got the Saints in Dallas. That'll be a close one. I think we'll win that one. We definitely won't beat Baltimore Ravens, so we'll be like 1-2. To go to MetLife and play the Giants, that'll be a close one, and I don't think we'll beat the Steelers. So I think we'll probably be like 2-3, maybe 3-2. But it's
you saying y'all make playoff? Y'all making playoffs? And are you worried about even making a playoff run?
Bro, I don't know, man. It's hard, Jake. It's hard to say, man. Like I said, even if they make a playoff run, if they don't get beyond the NFC Championship, first of all, you gotta get past the wild card round. Get to the division round. They haven't even done that. Who said Saints? Oh, Elias is crazy. He said Saints will win the Super Bowl.
Hell no, Elias. They need to get rid of that coach. Sorry, buddy. As I was saying, Canteen, I am deeply hurt by Jerry Jones not paying the probably a third best top 3 receiver in the league right now. I think now more than ever, you need to pay these guys faster than ever. I don't understand it. I love what TJ Hushmanzada said on Colin's show. I think it was like 2 days ago where he said, I don't get these businesses that take so long to pay these players because if you wait to the last minute, you're paying a crap ton. Stop it. Pay these guys early. Now we have a lot of wide receivers going through it. I think the Niners are about to go through it. I can't wait to see Cobra D crying to me how he don't have an offensive wide receiver now that's coming up here.
Man, I'm gonna tell you now, Ayuk, man, I think Ayuk probably gonna end up in somewhere like Atlanta. Arizona would be a good landing spot for him too. Now, see, Flo, and I told Flo, said Flo, and so what incentive do you give a guy like Dak unless we go to the Super Bowl?
This is what gets me. I think Dak is out too, but this is what, and I'm gonna put it to Omar right here. Omar, Dak leaves. They're not getting a top spot in the they're not going to be the worst team in the league. They're not getting Shador. So who's your next grab? Who is your next grab? What is the future on this?
So where does Shador go?
Shador will probably go to a bad team. I think Carolina will be bad again. And I wouldn't be surprised if they should finally move on from that small quarterback they got. What's his name again? Bryce Young. I think the Patriots could be horrific. I think they'll move past it because they just got a quarterback. But there's teams in here. The Raiders look terrible. Guys like this, let me tell you something. The Cowboys are not planning right. I get moving on. But what do you do when you move on? There's not many quarterbacks coming out of free agency after this year either. What are we doing?
That's exactly what it is. And that's exactly my point is, and this is why I agree with Herm Edwards, who said, yeah, you have a great receiver like CeeDee Lamb, but if you don't have anyone to throw him the ball, it doesn't matter. And I am in the mold that you pay your quarterback over your receiver, no matter who it is. Now, obviously, if it's a crappy quarterback and a good receiver, you're not going to. But when you have something like this with a Dak Prescott and a CeeDee Lamb, in the case that you can't pay both, I'm sorry, I got to go with the quarterback because, Jake, you're right. If they lose him, there is no one else. They got to draft someone late in the first round, early second round, hope somebody hits or sign a free agent next year to be like Kirk Cousins this year did with Atlanta. So I can't foresee that being a good idea for them. I don't know why. Although it surprised me in general that we were back on this talk because it just seemed to me 2 years ago we were talking about Dak in a contract. So how many years did he get signed to? Because if he would have just signed him to 4 or 5 years the first time, we wouldn't be talking about it now. Maybe he did, and maybe Dak just, what I know is that Jerry Jones has a lot of money, but there is a salary cap. So you have to choose what players you want to fit under that salary cap. And if you're giving me CeeDee Lamb versus Dak Prescott, there's only 10 to 12 good quarterbacks in the league, and Dak Prescott is one of them. And I'm taking Dak Prescott over CeeDee Lamb if I had to choose. If I can afford both.
Cowboy fans are already tired of him. Yes or no, Omar? Are Cowboy fans tired of Dak?
Oh, yeah, they've been tired.
Beyond
I will
tired.
say this. In my humble opinion, and this is where Jake's going to go hot take. It's not as much as a hot take, but I will say this. I think they're saying Belichick's going to get picked up after this year. Okay?
Ooh.
They're saying he grabs Belichick, the Cowboys.
Definitely see that.
If they do, Cowboy fans, be ready. I don't see Bill sitting there and saying, let me start another rookie quarterback again. I think he keeps Dak. See, I agree that they both should be let go. But I think if you get Bill Belichick, Belichick does not want to start fresh with a whole new quarterback. I think he sits with Dak. Now, the CD situation, this is what's going to hurt. You're going to have to pay CD a crap ton. And this is a bold prediction. One or the other is going.
Well, yeah, you got to get rid of
Micah leaves
other, I think.
or Dak. And I think if you get Bill, there might be a chance Micah leaves. Remember, Micah's looking as a linebacker this year, which is crazy to me. I don't understand that. They're going to put Micah as a middle linebacker, more likely, is what the reports are saying. They're not looking for him to be a pass rusher this year.
Part of me thinks that they would sign Dak and CD and overpay for Dak.
I think so too, but you have to get Bill.
I would sign both too, but as was said already, he should have done that a long time ago.
Yep.
He's wasting time and money every day.
Yeah.
So I think now more than ever, you need to step up. Jerry Jones, you make all this oil money. Pay the damn guys. Son of a gun, man. These guys are keeping your team afloat. I'm telling you right now, I've never seen more of a top-heavy wide receiver group. It's CD or bust. That whole entire wide receiver running back options is terrible. You think people are going to be afraid of Brandon Cooks lining up against them?
Nah.
That's Ezekiel Elliott? I sure ain't.
Nah, not at all, man. That's what I was telling you, Jake. I said the way that our schedule is structured, man, we come out of the gate swinging, man. I mean, we don't have that many. We don't have any congruent offensive weapons at this point, man. We lost a lot of our defensive players, and then we lost. I'm gonna tell you. Let me say this in my honest opinion, man. And I don't know how you may take it, but I think that the Commanders are going to be one of the toughest teams out of the NFC East. I think Dan
I
Quinn
got them as a wild card, like as a wild horse is what I'll say.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to put them in a wild card.
Yeah.
But I think they're an 8-8, 8-9, 9-18.
9-8.
I don't know where. But I do agree. The only thing that hurts me with them is Dan Quinn. That's the only thing that worries me about them. As for that, look, Cowboy fans, you're in a rut for this year. And I think this could be very well, since this podcast has started, this might be your worst year, Canteen. I wouldn't be surprised by week 6 you're a Falcons fan all over again. I would not be surprised, Canteen.
Hey,
it's gonna look ugly. It's gonna look ugly. It's gonna look ugly pretty fast.
Hey, Omar, listen, Omar knows.
I'm calling a spade a spade, Omar. I've been off 3 weeks.
Hard. Where's my loyalty?
We going.
Where does my loyalty lie?
Canteen was never a Dallas Cowboys fan anyways. He is a Atlanta Falcons fan since his first football thought, and he ain't never going to leave them no matter how bad Flo wants him to. He may talk a big game, but he's still a fan.
He said, if you're going to
now, you said something. You said something, Jake, that, after everything I just said, I am going to caveat and roll everything I said and go back the other way, because you just reminded me, not that I didn't know, but you reminded me how bad of a receiving and running room that they have. So if they let CeeDee Lamb go, they really don't have anyone for Dak to throw to. So they really do need Dak and CeeDee both. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to say that I agree with Flo. They're going to have to sign both and overpay. And yeah, you can't choose between one or the other right now, like I did earlier, because you need both, because they're your whole offense.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do that, do they have enough money for Micah? That's the real question.
Well, Flo says if they sign Dak, they have to let CeeDee or Micah go. So
I wouldn't be surprised if they keep all three and you lose a huge amount of your roster because you have to sign them three. I would not be surprised. DeMarcus Lawrence leaving, you stop paying. You might even trade Trayvon Diggs. I wouldn't be surprised. You can only pay so many guys so much money.
Yep.
These big contracts, I know DeMarcus Lawrence is a big contract right now still. These guys, you have to pay. Hey, y'all got to do something. It's getting bad. If I'm a Cowboys fan this year, I'm looking at a very depleted season. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm third place in that division by the end of the year. I'm sorry, Cowboy fans. I'm calling a spade a spade. Y'all going to suck this year, and I can't wait to laugh each week for y'all. Sorry.
Man, oh, man. I'm not saying.
What do you think about that?
Hey, man, I think the Cowboys will probably have a 10-7, 11-6 type of year, man. We just got to get over the hump, man, get past beyond the first round of the playoffs, man. I mean, like I said, I hate to say this. I can't say this because I know Flo going to feel a certain type of way if I say this. I think the Falcons going to win the NFC South. I think the Falcons going to have a great year this year.
Okay.
I think so.
I mean, it's not a tough division, so that division really is up for grabs.
That is true.
Maybe you got if Derek Carr can have a great second year, then maybe the Saints, like Elias said. But
that team should be so much better than what they are.
The Falcons definitely have a chance. And there's a couple things I want to touch on that you touched on earlier. Shout out to that Hall of Fame class. I hate the Broncos, as you know, but Steve Atwater was a beast. And Julius Peppers as well. But the one I wanted to shout out was like you can. I want to follow you up is that Devin Hester.
Man. Well
not
deserved.
very many times you see a kick returner, punt returner make the Hall of Fame. And
Made the Hall of Fame.
Right? Because they don't touch the ball enough. But it was just like every time he touched the ball, he was electric and he might run for a touchdown. And that's how scared coaches were that they even avoided kicking to him. So I can definitely see how that would get you in the Hall of Fame. So shout out to that. But also, on the note of the quarterbacks, we're in a quarterback-driven league, y'all. There ain't no choice as to whether you want to pay Tua or whether you want to pay Jordan Love. Now, the Packers, I'm sure, are happy because Jordan Love has the better trajectory of the two, but it doesn't matter. It's the same thing with Dak and the Cowboys. If the Dolphins didn't pay Tua, who are they going to get? And nobody. He ain't got a good backup, so then they
Omar,
true.
I completely disagree with this one. Go ahead. This is
No, but
ridiculous.
then you got to look at the chemistry that he has with his teammates, with Tyreek Hill, with Jalen Waddle, with the running back room. You've got. I know it costs a lot, but that's the market rate.
But Tua, as Omar said,
you could put Canteen next, and he's gonna get $250 million, right?
Now, as you said, Omar, Tua is the best fit for that organization. He knows those guys. He knows the offense. He meshes well. Hell, I love their coach. That young, I don't know his name, but he's a hell of a coach. That young dude, man. Yeah, he's solid.
Omar, let me tell you something. There's a difference between the AFC and the NFC. The AFC, let me tell you something. The NFC, you can have I'm going to rate a quarterback 1 through 10. You can have a 6, a 5, or a 6 quarterback ranking and still have a chance for a Super Bowl. In the AFC, you're going against Pat Mahomes. You're going against Burr. You're going against Allen. These are elite talents. Lamar. I think C.J. Stroud's on the come up. Look, you're not going to get past these teams without having as good, if not close to quarterback play. I think Tua is below average. I think what saves him is his weapons of sorts. Waddle, Hill. I even think Raheem Mostert's good. Who they just grabbed, I think they got Chosen, right? And then they got another wide receiver this offseason. They keep getting these wide receivers. My thing is, you need O-linemen for him. He looks okay with O-linemen. Here's my point, though. You are not winning anything, Miami, with him under your center. You should have just let him go. I'm sorry. I'm telling you right now, that boy, and I've said it, Mike McDaniels is a top 6, 7 coach right now. He can make anybody look good. He can do that. I don't care about the quarterback class because Mike McDaniels can find somebody to do exactly what Tua is doing right now. I'm telling you right now, the best part, why I think the Jordan Love is way better. They have everything around him right, and I think Jordan Love listens and he gets better each year. That is the opposite with Tua.
And as you said, who's the coach at Green Bay? Who's the coach at Green Bay? I don't know his name by heart. Who's the coach at Green Bay? You know.
Yes. What is his name? The coach for Green Bay.
Oh, Matt
LaFleur.
No, not Matt LaFleur.
LaFleur.
Yeah,
Matt LaFleur. Man, yeah. So I mean, LaFleur, he got structure, discipline, order. I think Jordan Love is a great fit for that organization. I think he's a great fit. But like you said, as you said about Miami, with the other guy, he can make anybody look good. But to me, Miami may be a front runner to win that division out of the AFC East, man. Right now.
What?
Yeah. Wait, who? Buffalo?
No, sir. You know what? I think Buffalo will probably still keep it up. The thing that I think hurts Miami is I don't trust Tua. I'm sorry. They look good they look good September, mid-October. By the mid-October, they're already starting to.
Well, like you said, who are they going to get different to make them better? There's no one there.
Who?
Yeah.
The Dolphins.
They don't need it. What I'm trying to say is he can get anybody that plays a good system in college right now and do exactly what Tua's doing. Come on. Let's be real. Tua's not that great. I wouldn't put Tua. You know who Tua reminds me of right now? Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm calling a spade a spade. He's Jimmy G for me. No, he is.
Okay.
And you know what? It's sad because I think Jimmy G's done more taking his team to a Super Bowl than what Tua has. I'm sorry, I'm calling it. Tua's not that great.
But
think
like I said, Tua
probably one of the worst contracts in years.
No,
this is up there with Deshaun.
So here's what we're saying, Jake. Tua has not had the propensity to get beyond the playoffs. My question to you, man, and I know this is a wild and bogus question, man. You got to look at most of these teams either have new rookie quarterbacks or seasoned quarterbacks in their organization.
In the AFC?
On both sides, man. So I know this is a crazy question. I know I'm already thinking about draft 2025, man. Where do you see Shedeur Sanders landing with the way the landscape is currently?
With the Rays.
My hope is to stay in the NFC. because I'm telling you right now, the AFC is too tough. I think
Yeah.
Caleb Williams' best thing,
Yeah.
his best thing right now that happened to Caleb Williams is staying in the NFC.
In the NFC.
Because the AFC is too damn tough. These guys hurt each other all the time.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, and it bothers me that people are actually thinking Tua is this good. Guys, Tua at best is Kyle Orton to me. He's Jimmy G. He's not that great. He's a Cutler type of guy. We need to stop making him so great what he is. No, come on. He has a great scheme around him, guys. Let's be real. It's the scheme. I don't believe in him. I'll tell you this, Dolphin, and you know what, if we had a Dolphin player show up on the pod, they'd say it too. When we line up against Buffalo, against the Kansas City, against all these other teams, the Ravens, they have to look across the field and say, damn, that quarterback looks a hell of a lot better than ours. It's embarrassing. I'm sorry.
I mean, I cannot go that far. He is not that bad, okay? Could it be the scheme that makes him a lot better? Sure. It could be like a Shanahan thing, since they're from the same tree. Maybe it makes him a little better. But Tua has been a talented quarterback since college. He is a little undersized, but he has a great arm. And they're paying him for potential, just like Trevor Lawrence got paid by the Jacksonville Jaguars, for the potential of what they can do.
Tua steal some money this past week, man. I got to give him credit.
I mean, will they win a title? I don't know, but
they won't win a title.
They won't win a title at all. Hey, I got something for you. Omar. They won't win a playoff game the next 4 years. You heard it here first. They won't win a playoff game the next 4 years.
I'm not saying
I'm calling a spade a spade. Ain't nobody afraid of that boy. Sorry. Hey, Tyreek Hill only got a couple more years where he's cheetah. Pretty soon he's just going to be a cat. Sorry. I'm calling a spade a spade. It's now or never. Sorry.
All right. Well, I'm not going to agree with that, and I don't think Ken agrees with that. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, Ken, go ahead.
No, I can't agree with what Jake's saying about that. Like I said, man, I'm eager for the season to start, man. Am I really ecstatic for this season? I don't know, man. Usually I'm like hyped up in a Cowboy fan. Like usually I'm hyped up in a mood or whatever, man. But I guess college football will kick off. You know, college football kicks off in 32 days. Well, less than 32 days, so they kick off on that Thursday night before 31st, man. I don't know, man. I guess the closer we get, I'll get more ecstatic, man. But I don't know. I'm just not hyped this year, man. I guess we'll see as we get closer.
Yeah, I think the Raiders are a good choice for Shedeur Sanders. I think they're a good choice for.
Oh, stop.
For him to draft him out of the next draft, especially because we are probably going to suck and probably be drafting the top 10 again. So. Jake, you should be prepared for that as well, because Bo Nix.
No, I won't be prepared. We got Bo Nix the fix.
Yeah, he's going to be thrown out like yesterday's garbage, and you'll be redrafting a new QB in the first round next year. You heard it here first.
Okay, we'll see.
You heard it here first.
Wait. I got bold predictions coming up for them Broncos this year. I can't wait to tell y'all.
Hey, Omar, anywhere you reach out to the Cowboys folks yet, man? Any word yet?
Yeah, I did. The issue with that is that they keep trying to kick me around from place to place. So I'm in current conversations with one person for services. And I'm trying to get something lined up, but I'm not sure that it's going to happen. So if anything, we may just want to look into just buying some tickets because especially where everybody got everything coming up with Flo and training and you got school starting and stuff like that.
And as I was telling Flo, man, I mean, like, my flexibility will still be good, man. It's like I'll get home in the evenings and can hop on and stuff like that. But, like, I'm just trying to forecast, like, if we're going to do Lubbock or whatever, man, I want to go ahead and put it on the calendar now, man, so I can, you know, teach or whoever in line for whatever, man. He said, put your money up, Jake.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Put your money up, Jake.
I will. I'm telling you right now, I don't believe in Tua, guys. I'm sorry.
For Lubbock, I would definitely y'all go ahead and start planning, and if I can make it, I will. But I wouldn't count me into Lubbock yet. But Dallas, I'm definitely going to be there.
See, Dallas, I'll be there for sure too. All right, we are.
So I mean, like I said, we can do Dallas, man. Y'all do that Sunday afternoon game, whatever. It don't matter, man. We just start. Bro, the Falcons already got a QB.
Yeah, I definitely want to go to the Dallas game, and we're definitely gonna do that. The Lubbock is still up in the air, but definitely Dallas. Whether I get a pay or whether I get free tickets, we're still gonna go. So, But yeah, no, you don't need a QB. You got Kirk Cousins and you drafted Michael Penix, so he's still there.
I don't know what Light's talking about.
Any other topics on NFL y'all want to touch on, gentlemen?
Look, I want one more. I think I want to ask y'all this. Why is it that the wide receivers are not getting paid and I see a lot of them holding out? What's the reason behind that?
Yeah, they're
Jamar
trying
Chase.
they're trying to escalate it to themselves to the quarterback position, right? They feel like their salary isn't high enough. They feel like the quarterbacks are getting escalated at a real higher percentage up the bell curve, as you would say, right? The quarterbacks are reaching the pinnacle of not the pinnacle. It's going to keep getting higher, but they're at the top of that salary range, and the receivers are still below cornerbacks and linebackers and along the same route as defensive ends. So they want to earn more. So now you're right. All these wide receivers are coming out and complaining, and it's like, come on, man, we don't need this. Ayuk has not come out. We saw that.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Ayuk.
Yeah.
I want to ask this real quick to you, Omar, and I wish we had Clubber D. Is it wrong of him to hold out, and is it more wrong of him to request a trade?
I do not actually know the specific contract, so I can't speak exactly as to whether they should pay him or not. But I believe
they're trying to pay him
as
like
far
he's
as
the
I
fifth
know,
or sixth
he's
best
one
wide receiver, Omar.
contract
That's what I'm hearing. They're wanting to pay him as a top
in the
5.
league?
He was between the A.J. Brown range. A.J. Brown from the Eagles.
Okay, yeah. I would put him up. I would put him a little below, maybe right below AJ Brown. Maybe AJ Brown. It's not a bad comp. Not comp like isn't the same player, but that's not a bad measuring stick of rankings of top wide receivers.
I would pay him up there in the number 2 range.
He is a number 2. He is definitely a number 2 receiver in the league. He's not a number 1. I don't believe.
He's not a number 1?
I don't think so. He believes he's a number 1. I don't believe he is. He could be.
He's better than Debo. Would you not say so?
Oh, man. I don't believe so, only because Debo gives you a more versatile skill set. He's more of right on time for the right conversation.
Who? Clubber?
Right on time.
There we go, Clubber.
Hey, Clubber. Hey, he been waiting on you.
I've been hearing that vomit. Hold on, Omar. I've been hearing that vomit in the mouth this fool been talking about. Look here, look here. Think of your own stuff. Don't go Colin Coward, okay? Be you, okay?
I'm being me on this. I'm
frustrated.
Hold on now, Blair Witch Project background. This is what it is with Brandon Ayuk. All right, look. He deserves. Now, I don't mind him wanting money like all players, but it's not my money, okay? So we got to come with the mindset. It's the players, and they sign a contract. The difference with Brandon Ayuk and other players is that he's on a 5th-year option, and he can get a franchise tag. So he doesn't have much leverage at all.
I hate that, Clubber D. I hate that.
I agree. I'm with you. That's why somebody like Kirk Cousins.
Can I ask you something?
Is Omar stuck? What is Omar doing?
Omar looks like an idiot right now.
What is that?
He looks frozen like he just saw a ghost. And it was Clubber D.
Come on, bro.
As I was saying, Clubber D, hold on. How is it for that man to watch Christian McCaffrey, an aging running back? Now Trent Williams is asking for more money. There have been people
settle down.
Hold
on,
Clubber D. Am I speaking facts or truth?
Halfway facts. It's not all the way facts. Go ahead.
Give me some truth, Jay.
Trent Williams, I know you're going to pay him because that's your only best offensive lineman. So I think he's going to hold out till he gets paid. You just paid C-Mac, who is an aging running back. And yet Brandon Ayuk, coming off of a rookie deal, cannot get paid when he's done top-tier stuff?
All right.
Please, Clubber D, tell me, explain.
Hold on, son. First of all,
you gonna break it down to you, Jay?
I'm trying to. So look here, Trent Williams has a contract. It's just he has no more guarantees left in his contract. Just like McCaffrey had no more guarantees in our contract. They're not holding out for. They just want more money right now, okay? Because they had no more guarantees tied to their contracts. They took signing bonuses and stuff like that. So Trent Williams is going to get paid. You're saying aging as if he wasn't the best offensive player in the league last year. Let him have an aging year before you call him aging. Stop listening to someone else.
Yes or no? Do running backs have a short lifespan? Yes or no? Last year, and then Derrick Henry looked great the 2022 season. 23, he looked terrible.
Did he get hurt? There were circumstances around him that the reason why he didn't look so good.
C-Mac has an injury history, Clubber D.
Was he hurt last year?
He wasn't
Hurt
hurt
last year.
last year. I'm just saying
Nah.
he does.
I'm just saying this. We can't look at. You got to stop with the what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me right now? I use better Devontae Smith. I don't know. You've been bugging on.
Yeah, I don't know what
You've been bugging. I've been listening to y'all. He been bugging. Who man? Come on, like he been hanging with Flo too long. He been bugging, man. No, he's not.
That Flo son-in-law, man.
That makes sense. And the thing.
Where you get this commentary from, Flo?
Yeah, it got to be because back what y'all talk about the Cowboys for a second. They are in a tough spot because they got to pay somebody. They don't have a fifth-year option on them, and I kind of lean towards what Omar's saying. You got to get someone has to throw the ball to the quarterback. I'm sorry, to the receiver. Someone has to.
Somebody got to.
You can't just have anyone out there doing it. And just it's you got to have someone decent. So CeeDee Lamb's in a worse situation where Brandon Ayuk is in because Brandon Ayuk has.
What do you mean leverage. He's in a worse situation? I think CeeDee Lamb has all the leverage in that one.
No, I'm saying I said it backwards. My bad. You're right. CeeDee Lamb has all the leverage. Ayuk has no leverage at all. And
I
also,
don't like hearing that either.
He's also it's the truth, but also he's doing film a reality show too. So a lot of this stuff is playing up for ratings that it's going to come out later. But yeah, he should get money, but unfortunately, you signed a contract. So
hold on. Brandon Ayuk got. Hold on. If you can pay Debo, who has been
look at Flo. Flo said last year was
his contract is not. He has not lived up to his contract. Yes or no?
No, Debo hasn't. No, he came in out of shape. No, he's not.
Okay.
Flo,
I believe C-Mac has lived up to it.
You like our receiving core without CD Flo.
You see the cornball comment he just wrote that? Flo, you got dirty fingernails right now. Those fingernails got to be dirty right now. They got to be dirty right there. They got to be.
He can't name anybody.
Ain't no way you said we got a good receiving core without CD.
He won't even pick the Cowboys in Madden. Be quiet. But
so did you answer the question about Debo versus Brandon Ayuk? Because we're having a really bad.
Yeah, who's the number one receiver?
Oh, it's Ayuk. It's Ayuk, 100%.
You said Ayuk. Okay, I said Debo.
Man.
Debo can't run routes. Debo is a gadget. Debo is a decent receiver.
He can run the ball.
But he can't get separation. He can't do what.
Man. He's Tim Tebow, the football player. That's it.
No, don't you? I don't
know. Tim Tebow.
I'm just calling a spade.
That's blasphemy right there. That's blasphemy right there.
He's Tim Tebow. He can play tight end. He can play, stuff like that. He doesn't play the best at everything. He just plays good at something. That's what I'm saying.
Albert, chill out. But look here, Ayuk is a better receiver than Debo, 100%.
He said that's not cornball. Oh yeah.
Hold on. Before we get to fantasy, I want to ask Clubber this real quick. Clubber, should he be traded then? Because I think it's ridiculous for y'all to keep him.
Who, Ayuk?
If he wants to be traded, poor guy.
I mean, if I'm playing GM,
want somebody there that doesn't want to be there.
Still in the contract.
I'm playing GM. You're in a contract. Either you don't get paid, or
where you gonna go?
Yeah, these are not my friends. This is a business. It's
as shiesty as ever, man.
I'm not. Look. If
San Francisco.
What are they supposed to be friends?
The NFL. It's the NFL.
I'm not saying trade him to.
Is Drew Lock mad that is Drew Lock mad y'all trade him?
Yeah, probably is.
No. We were getting rough.
Come on, Jay.
Usually when wide receivers say they want to go, usually you give them the benefit of the doubt and let them go.
No, Amon-Ra, he should have got paid early, which they didn't do, which was dumb on them. Now they got to pay more. And he wants over 30, and he's not getting Justin Jefferson money. I doubt it's going to happen. That's not going to happen. Yeah. I think they want to do right 27, 28, but he wants like over 30. That ain't going to happen. I don't see any team paying him that much, but you never know this day and age in NFL. So, I mean, it is what it is.
And that's what Elias said. It's because, first started with Justin Jefferson, which is correct.
I don't think he wants more than Jefferson, but he wants to be in that range.
You know I'm a Niner fan, right? You know I read the reports, right? You know I listen to I read this stuff. You know that, right?
I get that. I'm just frustrated that look, you practically have told Ayuk in his face, we can give a shit less about you. Let's treat C-Mac right. Let's treat Trent Williams right, and let's get ready to treat your quarterback right.
They got about 3. They can get 3 years out of Brandon Ayuk if they wanted to. He has no power in this. If he holds out,
sad.
You don't get paid.
Sad.
It is what it is. It is sad. I agree. 100% agree.
He should hold out.
Okay, you gonna pay him?
I'm just saying.
All right,
come on, Jake.
It's not like the NBA though, Jake.
Yes.
They're not going to just coalesce and give in to your demands and just trade you.
I just don't know why you would want somebody on your roster that doesn't want to be there.
Because,
He
like
wants
you
to-
said,
if he didn't want to be there, he would be holding out. He's holding in. He's there every day for camp.
No, I think he's
Difference.
trying to show them, hey, I'm trying to be a business guy. I'm trying to make sure that nobody. I would go up to John
Terry
Lynch.
McLaurin did the same thing to the Redskins last year, the Commanders the other year. Some players just hold in because they want a contract, they want to be there, they just want to get the finances right.
I would agree with you if he didn't go on ESPN and say that he requested a trade. That's telling Cleverdy.
Because he's trying to force their hand. He has no choice. He has no choice. He's not a free agent next year. He's not. So you got to say something.
I think you're too close to home on this, Cleverdy.
If this was anybody, I would say the same thing. Give me somebody in the same situation. Give me a player in the same situation who's on a fifth-year contract.
CD. Okay.
He's not on a fifth year.
Jamar Chase right now wants to fix his contract.
They don't have to pay him. He can hold out, but
I disagree with you, Flo. We can survive without a top man.
He knows that. Don't even pay attention to his comments.
Somebody put him on speakerphone. He just want to get in here. Ain't no damn way.
Sound like
survive.
an idiot.
Ain't no running backs.
No, and they got rid of Pollard. Pollard went to Tennessee. That's what I'm trying to say.
They got Ezekiel Elliott. I have Cowboy fans here in Lubbock telling me that, hey, Ezekiel Elliott's looking like 2016 Ezekiel.
No, he's not.
That's when I know you're reaching. That's when I know you're reaching. When I got Cowboy fans coming up to me at my store telling me, hey man, I'll be honest with you, Zeke's looking like Ohio State Zeke. And boy, are they judging it off of what they see in training camp. Oh, Jesus. It's horrific. This is going to be one of the Dallas Cowboys' worst years. I'm trying to warn them.
It might be.
I mean, be honest here, Clubber D. Are they going to beat the Eagles? Are they better than the Eagles right now?
No.
And
I can't see it. I don't like that they're playing Micah.
Washington knows everything they do because you had a coach there for 4 years.
Washington can do that.
What?
Well, I think Washington have a decent year, not a decent.
I don't think so.
No,
I agree.
I think they're fighting for second place against the Cowboys.
What does that mean? Second place in the NFC East is like 8-8 or 7-9. What does that even mean?
Yeah.
2 years ago, they had 3 teams go to the playoffs.
They did have 3 teams go to the playoffs.
That was 3 years ago. The Giants sucked. The Redskins sucked. The Commanders.
It was the Giants, Cowboys, and Philly went to the playoffs that year.
Philly's the best team. Cowboys. I mean, this is make or break because I'm not sure because I'm not a big Cowboys fan, but are they not playing Micah at end?
They put Micah at linebacker.
No, I heard that they're trying to put him at linebacker now.
You can just go out there, play, get injured, and stay out for weeks. See what Flo be talking crazy, man. I don't know if be wrong with Flo.
Irrelevant, but
still suspect. Let me ask this one more question for you, and I want everybody to opinion on this. I'm getting very salty seeing CJ Stroud talk like he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Have y'all not seen him on the Micah Parsons podcast where he's talking like he already established himself as one of the best quarterbacks? I'm getting a bit frustrated. It's getting me a little out of my element where I'm like, hey, bro, cool it a bit. You had a good rookie season. I know you got this and all that, but boy, do sophomore slumps are a real thing in the NFL. What do y'all agree on that? Do y'all agree? What's going on here? Do y'all not see all this press that he gets and staying around with Micah?
Well, I'll say this, Jake. I think their whole division is a toss-up right now, man, because I think the Colts will look really, really good if you got a healthy Anthony Richardson. I hope Anthony Richardson stays healthy. I
think he's injury prone.
They just gave Trevor Lawrence and
he's on a bad team.
I don't know about Trevor. I don't know about Jacksonville. And then who's starting at quarterback in Tennessee? Is it Will Levis?
Let's just say they're rebuilding this year. That's what we'll say to that.
Tannehill ain't there no more, but Flo, Jalen, that was his. Come on.
What about you, Omar? What do you think of the whole CJ Stroud?
I'm just gonna say this. This is my one statement that I will continue to say about CJ Stroud. He was a top 15 quarterback in his rookie season. He has a team around him that is a Super Bowl ready team, has pieces, young pieces, that if they stay healthy and they form together, I believe the Texans win a Super Bowl in the next 3 years.
You're drunk. Go ahead, Clover D.
I agree. I mean, there's a bit of being confidence. There's a difference between confidence and cocky. I think he's doing both at the same time. He's being a little too overzealous, but I mean, you can't deny he is a good quarterback. I don't think he's beat anything. I don't trust Ohio State quarterbacks, but I kind of agree with you, Jake, on this one. I kind of agree.
Do you not see when you get on certain social media platforms or even on YouTube? Sure enough, he's showing up, man. I'm like, what the hell is this, dude? Shouldn't you be practicing with the team?
You got to market yourself. It's a different era, but I remember I'm in the DC area, so I was there for RG3. And how did this man acted when his first year? Oh my God, I wasn't shocked what happened to him.
That frustrates me so much right now.
He'll be a top 3 quarterback after this season.
No, shut up, Omar. Gosh, you just say stupidity at times.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Right. Coming from the king of stupid takes, this guy.
No, I say facts, Clubber D. You know that. I get close to near that. I'm always near it. I'm always near that line. Hey,
it's either right or wrong. You got to be one or the other.
Oh, here we go.
It's 50-50.
Oh, man. All right, before we tap out for the night, let's go to Clubber D and the combat sports. Any boxing, UFC, MMA news?
Well, you want to talk about sports? Oh, what happened? Let's see. Tank and Shakur, that might happen November 23rd, but that could be fake, like usual. Omar, I believe I was undefeated in my picks this past for UFC.
Ooh, I have to go back.
Can I stop that? Can I stop that real quick? What do you think of Dana White saying what he said? That way we have to be there. He was very disappointed with the whole card.
Yeah, because they asked for an extra 100,000 on the bonuses, and when you have 7 decisions, you know what I'm saying? Why are you asking for more money? You're not getting knocked out.
Right.
Do you agree with him?
Right.
Yeah, I do.
Was it that bad? I didn't get to watch.
Because you had 7 fights that went to a decision, went to the scorecards. So they're saying, hey, we want an extra 100,000 for fight of the night, performance of the night. We want to get bonuses for better performances. And he's like, okay, here's the incentive. If no one picks up on that incentive, you're not giving it again. Too bad. Knock somebody out. But I will say this, Jake. This was at like 6 a.m. for the English crowd. So Leon Edwards looked dead tired. A lot of these people were dead tired because they catered to the American.
See, I tried to say that too. Yeah, I heard that. So, and then even a reporter said that to Dana, and then he got pissed.
Yeah, he said, no, I'm not changing. So that just proves that he's showing England, you guys want MMA, you want the UFC to come there, you got to deal with our time. Either take it or shut up. So that's his style.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
And so now that Tom Aspinall has retained the interim title, the Dano said that he would be going up against the winner of John Jones and Stipe Miocic, which was supposed to happen in November. What are you hearing about that fight? What are you hearing about any of that?
Yeah, it's coming this November, but they announced it already. But he's going to be the alternate if one of them get hurt, which I'm sure one of them will. But I mean, they might retire. They might retire after this. So I don't see them fighting much longer.
Hey, my bad, Clubber. Let me ask you this also. I heard John Jones' only loss is because of an illegal move.
Yeah,
that's now going to become legal.
Yeah, he beat Matt Hamill.
They overturn his loss.
Dana White's been trying for years now that they changed the rule. It should be. It's a dumb rule, anyways. The 12-6. It's just an elbow going down like this on the ground. If you're on a mounted position, you're going like this. You can't do that in MMA. You could do this, but you can't do that. So that's what he did to Matt Hamill, and he got disqualified for that. But
so do you see it more likely to be because that would make him undefeated?
Yeah, undefeated with some asterisks.
Yo, yeah. I hate that, Clover D. Don't say that.
Can you take steroids? Is that legal?
I don't know. That was fully proven.
When it was proven, he was suspended. Get out of here. He was suspended.
What?
But no, Joe's he is the GOAT. I can't. As much as I'm not a fan of him. He in the cage.
Who'd you like more, him or DC? They're both opposites.
John Jones. Both the same type of fight. They're not gonna knock nobody out, really. Well, DC might, but they're both just wrestlers.
Do you? Because let me ask this last question. Do you worry that I don't like how he's fighting this late in time. It's only a lose in me. He's already the GOAT. I don't like how he keeps fighting. How old is he now?
30,
that worries me a little.
But he doesn't fight often. He fights like once every 2-3 years.
Right.
Because he's either suspended or.
Oh, stop. Yo, that's such hate. Look at the backhanded.
He has been suspended. What are you talking? It's not the truth. It's the truth. Steroids.
What is that? A
cocaine,
backhanded compliment?
Hit and run, DUIs, smacking strippers, DUI with strippers in the car, running into a tree, hitting a pregnant woman. It goes on and on. Okay, so what are you talking about?
He was young at the time. You're talking about young
like 31.
John Jones.
Now he young now, Jake.
Damn, you got every excuse in the book. Huh?
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's the GOAT. You got to give him the GOAT credit, man. Stop
Man.
throwing asterisks his way.
I mean, we all make mistakes. You ain't got to make him to be a damn pedestal. Just tell us he's the greatest MMA fighter, but he messed up a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't. He fight. He's all right. He's the man. I'm not.
All right, that was all my questions for Clubber. I just wanted to know on the whole rule change, all that. I appreciate it, Clubber D. The GOAT,
what I'm
man.
here for.
I'm glad you're not asking about your boy Garcia, at least.
I ain't talking about
I'm a little
racist. I don't talk about racist cheaters.
I agree with you. I didn't like that
and
at all.
thank you for speaking up, because some people like to be quiet about that.
That was bad. I agree. That's ridiculous. You don't say crap like that. What a piece of trash.
You don't.
And what gets me is people are still kind of praising
defending him. Exactly. Yeah. So I drew a line with a lot of like boxers.
Yeah, he was acting
especially
stupid.
Ones with my complexion. They're like, oh, he's like, what? Are you kidding me? But now he went against the LBGT community, talked about them, talked about the Muslims. So I can't rock with that guy. He all right.
He just hates everybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he's a bit wild. Golly, man. What a career wasted.
He'll fight again.
I don't believe in the fight. I don't know if it would be watched well. Unless people want to see him get his ass whooped.
Probably that. It's like the Mayweather effect late in his career. A lot of people just want to see Mayweather get his ass whooped. Ryan Garcia, I mean, I'm sure he'll get fight. He has a fan base that don't care about that stuff.
You know what? You keep being on, and I keep having to find more questions. Let me ask you one more. Tank Davis. Do you think there's really? Because I try to ask this with my friends. Are we looking? How long? Because you know how Patrick Mahomes, we say if he wins another one, he's getting super close.
Not even close to a GOAT. Not even close.
Wait, Tank?
Not even close. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close.
How not?
So let me say this, Clubber D.
Right now, right?
I won't say he's a GOAT, but he'll be in the,
he's already over
the same. No, let me say this.
Hold on. Go ahead, Canteen. Go ahead.
He'll be in the same category as Belichick and Brady, Chuck Noll and Bradshaw. He will have at least won 3 Super Bowls with the same organization. But I won't say he's a GOAT at that point.
Here's the problem.
What is wrong with Tank?
Tank does a lot of bum bashing.
What are you talking
He has 1 world title. Okay. Who that is top 5 that he's fought or beat?
You got to put Ryan up there. Oh, you can't put Ryan up there now?
No, never. No.
Not even close.
No.
Not even.
The one good win Ryan had, his one and only title fight, he showed up overweight, which is you don't do that for your title. First ever title fight, show up overweight, and he cheated. Yeah, he took substance. So look at his resume. Ryan ain't fought nobody. Look at Tank's resume. Who's he fought?
He's 30-0. He's hold on. Floyd fought a bunch of great ones. He had a lot of bumps too.
Ricky Hatton. Diego Corrales. Huh?
When he was chasing 50, Clubber D,
I'm not wasting my breath on that one. I'm not wasting my breath.
Hold on, let me add this. And I'll always say this. He fought Pacquiao. He waited till Pacquiao was past his prime to fight him. He knew he could not handle that punch.
Do you know he was older than Pacquiao?
He was older than Pacquiao. No. The thing is it benefits him because he's a defensive fighter. He practically does it every time. He lets you throw stupid punches. He then knows he's ahead, and then he's going to play defense the whole day and keep running the whole fight. We've seen this time and time again.
Mayweather never ran. He stayed in the pocket. He just the shoulder roll. But anyways, first of all, okay,
I'm so frustrated with you, Club.
No, I'm not frustrated with you.
And you know what I can't stand more?
This is why casuals
is hating currently on him. That's how I know it's getting
the problem is that I don't like what both of them did, and now Tank's acting like he wants to fight these people who've been calling him out for years. Floyd was hiding him, having him fight a certain style of fighter, these flat-footed people that will come straight at him. They did not want him to fight a slick fighter that can move from side to side. Now Tank is all of a sudden wants to fight the Haneys, the Stevensons, the Lomachenkos. Lomachenko called him out 5 years ago. And then Mayweather was like, well, Tank, because you keep it up, I'm gonna put you in there with Lomo. Why are you threatening a fighter to put him in with somebody else? You should already want to fight this person, okay? Tank makes a lot of money. I'll give him that. He sells out a crowd. I'll give him that. But it's the fighting game, not the selling out the crowd game, okay? Your legacy is in boxing is who you fight and how many belts you get. Not, hey, I sold out this arena. It's not, it doesn't work like that.
We're going to have this discussion in the next year or two when he gets inching closer to that 50-0. And I hope your narrative changes as well.
No, I mean, look, you got to fight more than once a year to be 50-0. He's already 30 years old. You know that, right?
I was going to say, that's what I told him.
He's 30 years old.
He's got 20 more fights at least to get
He's
there.
a high-level prospect right now.
I think if he gets to 40-0, he can. That's a very good debate. Whether
He needs to start fighting more. Stop fighting once a year.
He
We
will.
talk about Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney. These guys are multiple division champions, okay? Tank ain't that.
Yo, hate on my boy, bro.
I'm not hating. I want him to fight people.
God, it's not
I want him to
hate.
fight. I want him to fight people. I want him to fight. I'm a Tank fan in the ring. But until he fights somebody, well, I'm just going to be quiet about it. No. Fight somebody.
Boy, do we move that goalpost for Tank, man. I got
No,
it.
it's boxing.
Oh my
It's
God,
boxing.
man, this
It's
guy.
boxing. It's
This
boxing.
guy, man.
It's boxing.
There ain't no goalposts.
There's no goalposting in boxing.
And
If
a
you
top
don't,
10 ranking and champions, and that's it.
yeah,
There ain't
that's it. There's no goalposts. You got to fight. You got to fight the good fighters.
He's
Take it away
beating
with-
everybody in front of him, Clubber D. That's what I know.
That's like
Okay.
saying it's like saying you can high take Jake in front. Never mind. You know what?
Okay, if the Patriots in their prime, if they beat everybody in the division, swept them 3 years in a row, and their division was god awful, does that make them the best?
Yeah, yo, you're trying. Look at the goalpost you're moving for
Sort of
this
like
guy,
sort of
man.
like your Broncos. when they
competition's
won
low.
back in 2015.
I can't stand y'all, man. This
It's
is
the truth.
crazy.
I know
This
it's
is
sorry.
crazy.
I know it sucks. Man. I know
Close
it
up
sucks.
shot, Omar. Close up shot. man.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
not
drinking.
yet. We got one more question for Cover D before we get
Go
out of
ahead,
here.
go ahead.
Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad was the main event. Bilal, remember the name Muhammad with the
Goddamn right.
5-round decision. My friend, what are your
Montana.
thoughts about that fight and what's next for both of these fighters?
Leon didn't look like himself. He looked kind of sluggish to me, but I mean that's what happens when you fight at 6 a.m. But Dana White already said he ain't getting a rematch. They're gonna move on with someone else.
Jeez,
I don't know who's gonna be at 170. I gotta look at the rankings. Who Muhammad's gonna fight, but Dana White wasn't happy about that one. He just wasn't too happy because Bilal Muhammad's the one. He wanted the money. You know, he was like, "Hey, let's get another extra 100,000." So Tom Aspinall did what he was supposed to do. Bilal put on a good show, but he's just, you know, he's not overly crazy exciting. So,
all right. Well, thank you for that, Clubber D, and that night's UFC 304 and boxing recap. And also, thank you for joining us. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to Clubber D's new TikTok, Clubber.D. If you are on
dancing,
TikTok,
I'm dancing on there.
make sure you
I'm
get
gonna
a
join it.
follow.
I'm on follow it.
There you go. Follow it. So
Yeah.
get on TikTok, follow Clubber D. Also, you know where we're at, The Bottom Line Sports on all your platforms. Please go join our Facebook group at The Bottom Line Sports so you can stay updated as we go into the football season. Also, subscribe at Ball and Buds where you can watch all of those shows, including Clubber D's Combat Sports Special. We will have one here in a couple weeks for UFC 305, Adesanya versus Duplessis. And also we'll review the Terrence Crawford August 3rd fight. That will be next week or the week after. Anyways, we'll figure it out. And then finally, check out your boy, the Sports Professor, with his new Mind of the Professor this week.
Love it.
It's going to be Friday night, 7
Yeah.
p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. So y'all tune in. Check out what I got to say about all this political, presidential nonsense and all this Olympic controversies as well.
Oof.
You'll hear everything I got to say about all this. So,
Clover D already fighting at the tongue.
Oof. This
all
is
right,
wild.
anybody got anything else to say before we get out of here, y'all?
I love it, man. Let's go. Hey, Bottom Line Sports, we back up. It's time. We getting closer. Hey, Bronco Nation.
Hey, Flo said we're gonna do a fantasy thing where we got to put money in a pool or however
Oh, I'm not.
whatever you did last year, Omar.
You know what Omar did last year? Omar had to not join the league because Flo invited me on some whack pretenses and I didn't know it was a 2-quarterback,
I'm good.
defensive end league. And I told Clubber D I had to apologize to Clubber D that I got him in that nonsense. I was
Tell
happy.
him to change it to the original.
So
That stuff is I'm good.
everything to default settings.
Who won that league though? Who won that one?
I don't even know. Did they get their money?
Didn't you quit like a game through, Clubber D?
I mean, my team was pretty good because that was like one of those leagues I barely paid attention. But I'm scaling it down this year. I'm not really doing too many.
Yeah, I had like 5 leagues going on.
Yeah, I can't.
If Flo promises to set it to default settings,
Normal
I'll
settings. Not no
do it.
defensive line, offensive line. Man, pick rocks. What is that?
ain't nobody got time for that, Flo.
What is that?
I just got time for that.
I'm sorry. How many pancakes you getting this week? What? Who plays? What is that? Get out of here. No.
All right, y'all. That is all for us.
Hold on, though.
Go ahead,
Check out
brother.
Ball and Buzz pretty soon. I did some interviews with some guys from A6 Boxing, some local fighters. I was almost on the line with a featherweight IBF champion today, but I had to work, unfortunately. But we got some boxing interviews coming up there pretty soon with some local fighters. Bam!
Let's get it.
Yes,
All right, man.
moving up in the world like elevators, baby. So y'all go check that out. 86 Boxing as well. Y'all make sure you're subscribed there. Subscribe with all our people. You already know Wildcard Mar, the rest of the crew. Tony the Savant. Everybody who always joins
I
our
owe
show.
Tony a ass whooping on this mic. Boy,
Tony, you better show up next time. I tell you what.
I already killed Cobra D with his San Francisco bullcrap takes.
Oh man, go eat a glizzy. Get out of here, man.
Here we go.
With no bun.
Wow, man.
Yo, y'all are great.
Glizzies all day. Come on, Cobra D.
Whoa! Oh no, we out. Whoa!
Yo, be easy.
All right, man.
Go mode, bottom line sports show, Master Plan FLO, Canteen and I take Jake Fo show. One professor knows when alley-oop jamming and 10 toes never fold out to win. The boys were better ran.
I need my hands.
Let's go, street pro, bottom line, FLO, Canteen, hot take, Jake and Sports professor, you know, Street professor back again, it's game time. A la playa, no playtime, it's play guy. Cause we ain't talking about practice like AI. Sports professor spit the best takes out like AI. Artfully intelligent, I can't write mine. Rhyme citing his girl's DMs like Messi after the goal time. That was a triple entendre, did you catch me rambling? Flipping Simone Biles, we the bottom line champion.
I need my hands.
Let's go, street pro, bottom line. FLO, Canteen, hot take, Jake and Sports professor, you know. Yo, Street Professor, I'm back, baby, like I never left. Bottom line, FLO, Canteen, hot take, Jake and